Okay. All right, so we are back. Dad and John pulled up today, so their brother John went over there to the living room job to do some mortar work, and me and John are putting this pergola on, front porch, whatever you want to call it. Putting it together like the instructions tell us to. Okay, well that should be the base. This thing is kicking my tail. I'll tell you what. That is, yeah, that is yours. So it's gonna get, yeah. Let me go get this and I'll do the same thing. Pick it up and put these into these slots like that. And then I need to get the appropriate screw and stick that on there. I mean, it's coming along. It's coming together now, but this thing's been giving me a fit. 792s. And then you need the 405 washers. This. So we're securing the top and then into that. I'll let him do that, I guess. And then it's one side. So now we need to get 4 513 bolts right here. Alright, next step. Finally, we take 4 457 bolts. Yeah, it's outside between the bracket and the wood. Yeah. Okay, now this into a washer, into a lock nut. You can help John and secure his side. Okay, 2 washers on there, and then these 2 lock nuts. We got a somewhat pergola. Let's go. You're gonna need a ladder to do this next part. You screw all of these in with the screws I'm laying, and then we're gonna put boards on top of these. Okay, so the next step is gonna be putting lumber on top of those.
Yeah,
right here.
Phillips is what
You need these. They're in 11s. Okay. Here, John. Make sure that you're putting them in their pilot holes to spacing. You need 16 460s. These are here, probably. Yep.
Okay, well then hold on.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 15, 16. Okay. Now just go and screw all of those into the boards, the base. What we're gonna do now is John's screwing the brackets to the boards. This is what's annoying. So they're gonna have us screw brackets to these boards that are mounting brackets to mount the front posts. So we'll screw those to the boards. Those will get leveled and concrete drilled into the concrete, which is what John's doing right now. This is what I don't like about their instructions, okay? So I'll just explain this real quick. So I'm gonna put this in 2 times. We'll try to talk slow to make this make sense, but anyways. What they have to do we got here is we screwed these 4x4 posts, screwed plastic brackets on the bottom of them. Then we put the pergolas together slowly but surely, step by step, whatever, screwed them onto the building, and then you just all put all these boards on. Okay, now the next step they want us to do is screw these mounting brackets onto the pergola 4x4s. And now what we have to do is they're gonna send us into the back of the building inside to start putting in a thermometer or whatever this is. I genuinely don't know what this is. It's electrical enclosure, it's a thermostat, so it is. Okay, so now they want us to mount the thermostat, and it'll go through the holes in that thing, you know, yada yada. And then they're gonna have us put the door on. We'll screw the door, completely mount the sucker to the building, and then we'll put the handles in the door, you know, all that crap, and then we'll screw the little we'll screw this little brush thingy on the bottom of it. Then we'll go ahead and we'll put the chain that mounts the door, whatever, that on as well. And then we're gonna put the cord grommet, which is gonna go right here in the back of the building. That'll go in. Then we gotta put these little planer hooks all through the building where they want them, and then we'll start having to put the water line assembly together and place that in the building. But I don't know, the homeowner wants to move that, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so at this point, if we were building it like they had us do, and you know, we would just now be mounting the building to the concrete. So I don't know how in the world that is what it is. It would be concrete. So once we get the water line assembly in, it'll be done. And then they just want us to put the front badge on the front door, which is this little metal plate. They'll have to screw this to the front door, and that'll be all. There won't be any more. So we're literally basically done. It's just mounting the thermostat and the front door. But I just hate how it goes from the pergola to the back of the building to the thermostat, and then they want us to, you know, anchor the building, very last step. But we already anchored the building, so we'll go ahead and put these anchors in, and then we'll move to the thermostat, and then we'll move to the front door, and then we'll talk about water line assembly, and we'll see how that goes. Anyway, so I'll give you an update once we get the door in. But I've been recording for forever, and it's gonna be a lot of editing, and I'm gonna have a really full weekend with this wedding coming up. They got rehearsals and stuff tonight, so I don't know what time this video will go up. I will try to post this today, which is Friday. If I don't, it'll get posted Saturday. But this should be the last day, depending on how much time this all takes. We can't work a full day because, yeah, like I said, wedding rehearsal and stuff tonight. We got to be somewhere at 4:30. So yeah, it's extremely crazy. It's starting to get overwhelming, but hey, we'll get it done, and it'll look good. So yeah. All right, well, it's all done. That is a finished product. Doors in, and we are cleaning up to get out of here. I got a video to edit, which this one's gonna be short probably. Fridays are usually short videos, especially when we finish a job on Friday. There it is in all its glory. What a beauty. So in here they've got the pot hooks hung up in here, and got the power station hung. So this is where they'll come for all their, you know, plugins and stuff, and USB ports is kind of cool. Thermostats here. and that will all run down into there. The water in this building would normally come from there, but she doesn't want to have it over here. Or I think she does, but we're not doing any modifications today, so that'll be a later date job. But yeah, we'll come in here and we're gonna have to put a sink in right here. This is the hose mount. That is yeah, that's it. That's the front wall. It is definitely working in here. It's hot. It's hot in this building, which is nuts because it's really beautiful outside today, but it's hot enough that if you were in here for more than 5 minutes, you'd be sweating. So let me close this up. Yeah. So like I said, we were just picking tools up and cleaning up the yard to get out of here. Most of the way cleaned up now. We got to get that mixer pushed back up onto the trailer. Put this in here, and then he's got his mortar board right here. Hui! Is it that heavy?
Well, sorta, yeah, it is.
Tung 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 sahur. Ah!
Alright, turn it hard.
Sure, dude.
I'm not gonna catch John, can you move it? Yep.
Okay, this is done.
Gristle.
I got freaking mortar dust in my eye, dang it. I'm not freaking here for all that. I have my eyes closed for half that. And back pain, holy smokes. Power of teamwork. That's it for now. I will catch you guys Monday of next week. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy your weekend and deuces.